Today I will share with you 3 secrets of successful living. They don't teach this in schools. Schools approach every student as equals. But in the school of life, we quickly find out that we are not the same. Everyone is a unique being with distinct life experiences, different backgrounds, and different capabilities. So how do we attain success in a world of unequal opportunities? 1. Know where you are coming from. This is the foundation of self-understanding. Before life can move you forward, it first calls you to look inward, because success doesn't begin on the road ahead. It begins in the soil beneath your feet. To know where you are coming from is not merely to remember your past. It's to know the soil that formed your foundation. Because when you truly grasp your own beginnings, you stop comparing your journey to anyone else's. You begin to see life as an individual expedition, not a race. And you understand that every person's timeline unfolds according to a rhythm that is uniquely their own. Epictetus once said, "Remember, you are an actor in a play. The playwright decides the length and the role. Your job is to perform it well." When you know where you're coming from, you stop envying another actor's part. You focus on performing your own with grace. You realize that some were born into scenes of privilege, others into struggle. But both can deliver greatness if they understand the role they've been handed. It's when you forget this that bitterness takes root. Comparison becomes poison. You start measuring your value against someone else's script, and you lose the quiet strength of being authentically yourself. Abraham Maslow, the humanistic psychologist, expressed it this way: "What is necessary to change a person is to change his awareness of himself." When you are aware of your own background, your upbringing, limitations, and unique strengths, you stop wasting energy wishing you had someone else's life. You begin to work with what is real, not what is imagined. You harness your personal story as material for growth rather than shame. That's the quiet secret of those who evolve beyond circumstances. They don't waste their fire trying to outshine others. They direct it inward, to refine, not to compare. When you know where you're coming from, you understand that every step you take forward carries the weight of your beginnings. And that's not a burden, but a compass. You don't envy another's mountain. You learn to climb your own with patience. You stop asking, "Why not me?" and start asking, "What am I here to build, given where I started?" And that shift, from envy to awareness, from noise to focus, this is where success begins to take root. Because success, in its purest form, isn't about outrunning anyone else. It's about becoming fully conscious of your own path and walking it with clarity, purpose, and peace. 2. Figure out quickly where you want to go. There is power in direction and clarity. Once you understand the ground you stand on, a quiet question rises in the heart. If this is where I began, then where am I heading? Once you know where you are coming from, the next crucial step is to decide, with conviction, where you are going. Because awareness without direction is like a ship that understands its harbor, but never sails. The world is full of people who know themselves, but very few who know their path. Aristotle taught that the soul never thinks without an image. In other words, your mind needs a clear picture of where you're headed, a vision to aim at, a purpose to organize your actions around. When you don't define where you want to go, the world will define it for you. you'll be pulled in every direction by trends, opinions, and the illusion of what looks like success. The Stoics called this living without a telos, a life without a purpose. And they warned that the greatest tragedy is not death, but drifting without purpose, never deciding what your life should mean. When you know where you're going, comparison fades. Distractions lose their grip. You move with quiet certainty, because every step, no matter how small, leads somewhere that matters to you. The psychologists call it the science of intention and focus. Viktor Frankl, after surviving the Holocaust, echoed Nietzsche's words. Those who have a why to live can bear almost any how. When you have a clear destination, life's challenges no longer break you. They shape you. Direction gives suffering a purpose. It turns obstacles into teachers and pain into fuel. People lose their way not because they are weak, but because they never defined what forward means for them. Knowing where you're going doesn't mean having all the answers. It means committing to a path that aligns with your truth and adjusting as you grow. That's how focus becomes power. That's how purpose becomes peace. The sooner you decide where you're going, the sooner life starts moving in your favor. Clarity doesn't make the road easy. It makes it worth it. 3. Draw a plan that aligns with your journey and stay committed to it. This is called the discipline of alignment and consistency. But even a clear destination is not enough. A vision without structure dissolves. Knowing where you are coming from gives you clarity. Knowing where you are going gives you direction. But neither will matter if you lack the discipline to stay the course. A dream without a plan is just a wish, and a plan without commitment is just noise. To succeed in life, you must build a structure that reflects your path. A plan that is realistic for your journey, true to your strengths, and consistent with the life you want to live. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A man's worth is measured by the things he pursues." This means your actions must reflect your chosen path. If your plan doesn't align with your truth, you'll live in quiet conflict, chasing things that don't feed your purpose. Ancient thinkers believed that the highest virtue was consistency of the soul. When thought, desire, and action move in the same direction. That's alignment. That's power. Success, then, isn't found in doing everything. It's found in doing the right things consistently. Not the things that impress others, but the ones that fulfill your purpose. And when distractions come, as they always do, remember that commitment is the bridge between intention and accomplishment. You may not be able to control the speed of your growth, but you can control your faithfulness to the path. In psychology, success follows a principle known as identity-based commitment. It means you don't stick to a plan because it's easy. You stick to it because it reflects who you are becoming. As behavioral expert James Clear puts it, every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. When your plan aligns with your deeper identity, discipline stops feeling like punishment. It becomes a form of self-respect. Commitment, then, is not just doing something every day. It's reminding yourself why you're doing it. It's understanding that every small, ordinary act, the early morning study, the daily training, the extra hour of reflection, is a brick in the structure of your future. Your consistency becomes your credibility, and over time that quiet, repetitive effort becomes unstoppable momentum. A plan without commitment is nothing. Commitment without alignment is chaos. But when your plan aligns with who you are and where you're going, discipline turns into destiny. This is Life Lessons Archive, where timeless wisdom meets the lessons of today. If this message spoke to you, take a moment to like, share, subscribe, or follow, and drop a comment below. It may seem small, but it goes a long way in helping us create more content that opens eyes and awakens minds to the lessons hidden in everyday life.